Alright, for whatever reason, it actually resonates for me to make a video right now. So that's what I'm about to do. Sure. You know? So, I should go find more markers. But, so, basically, there's a chair here. Oh, God. Basically, what I have discovered, or basically what nature has shown me through me having a spiritual connection and near-death experience and this and the other, is that we can actually connect with the planet and nature and the elements and do all this stuff. And it's something that Asian people talk about all the time, and it's called chi. They absorb energy from the earth and this and the other. Now, I would suggest, I'm not saying go into that off rip and do this and the other. I'm just talking about what's been shown to me and what's been told to me. And I realize now that's what helps with supercell. That's what's been making me stronger. Now, the things that I learned also was that it's quite a few different steps that I've had to do just to even get to this. I had to get away from my parents, right? I had to clear my energy out because a lot of us have gifts like telepathy and you can look up all the clairsentience, clairvoyance, clairaudience, all these type of different gifts. They're basically psychic gifts, but they're unlocked when we're born, and they're turned off because our parents program us into this world. Oh, this isn't real. This is how the world works, and because they didn't know no better. When you get away from them, your gifts start to turn on. When you get away from them, your gifts start to turn on. When I got away from them, I could hear basically the ocean calling me. I went to the ocean started to show me how to unlock superpowers. It basically started to cleanse me of my energy so I could hear it and be connected with the planet more. Right. So, I forgot about that. So, right, basically where I'm at is I started to sit in nature. I was sleeping in my car, unable to eat, shit, poop, all of that. Like, bro, I was pooping at like Kohl's and Home Depot and all these different places, sleeping in my car just to get this information from the trees, from the planet, from the water, like all of this shit. Bro was showing me all type of shit, right? What I learned was the more you do it, the more it's easier to be connected with it. But because of supercell, you have to do things properly. So you have to stay away from your parents. We have an aura, we have energy fields, we have chakras, we have energy bodies. You have to look into these kind of things. And I started understanding what was happening. When you're around your parents, you have to understand everyone has to heal their emotions. They have to heal their emotions. They have to heal their chakras. They have to heal their energy bodies. They have to heal their regular bodies. Like, they have to do all that. People with supercell have it on a deeper end of having to deal with more trauma. So it's more deeper healing that you have to do, right? Being around your parents is not going to allow you to heal your body. That is what I've learned, right? So what I started looking at is I was like, okay, I was going in nature, I was unlocking all this and the other, but what I found was even though my body feels strong to where I'm not going to have sickle cell attacks anymore, I still feel like someone who's been sleeping in their fucking car not eating. So my body hurts in the sense where like I'm sore and I haven't been eating, but this doesn't feel like sickle cell anymore, or what we've known as sickle cell. I don't think sickle cell is actually a disease, but whatever. I'm looking at that and I've come to the conclusion, what if I was sitting in an apartment for 6 months? What if I was sitting in an apartment for 6 months, bro? I was in a proper congruent environment and space that allowed me to sit here and heal, right? So what I mean by this is a lot of our chakras and energy is carrying, it's like magnetic, it's electromagnetism basically. Our aura is that way. The energy is that way, the chi is that way, whatever you want to call it, right? That's just how it works. So what happens is when your energy is unhealthy, it's not stable. So it picks up other people's energy and it struggles to maintain its own energy. When you maintain your own energy, means you have enough energy and strong enough, your body will literally start to heal itself, especially with all the energy. This energy is the key to healing anything on this planet, right? So you can do that, right? But you have to be able to maintain and stabilize it. If you're around your parents and you have deep trauma, it doesn't stabilize. That is the one thing I'm looking at. So even though I'm out here not unlocked this gift, that gift, all that, It's not stabilizing because I'm not actually being able to take care of myself physically. If I go take care of myself physically at home, I'm gonna be absorbed by my parents and I won't be able to continue healing. That is the one reason I'm like, bro, I literally just want to be in an apartment with a car with the finances to cover groceries and utilities. I'm not this complicated as nigga. I'm very super minimalist. Very super minimalist. All I really need is the basics. I don't need no dresser. I don't need none of this. Hangers are cheap as fuck. You can get hangers. I don't need half the shit my parents be doing. They gotta get a couch. They gotta get a dresser. It has to be wood. I don't need none of that shit, bro. Give me a fucking bed and a fucking desk to sit at so that I can work on X, Y, Z. Even if I sit on the floor and work, I don't care. Just give me a fucking bed and a place to pee and poop and congruently shower and eat and this, that, and the other. But all I need is a space to allow this energy to stabilize itself. That's it. That's all I'm looking at. Give me a specific amount of time with no one's energy in the way, right? Because you have to understand, their energy gets in the way of you healing when they start talking to you about stupid stuff. When they're around you, you're picking up their energy because your aura is not stable. So you're picking up their old trauma, old people energy that's blocking your ability to actually heal yourself, bro. I really mapped this shit, bro. I'm telling you. I learned how to open the meridians. I saw what the meridians and the energy were doing to my body. I saw which systems of the body started to heal first and why Supercell has been unhealable. I have literally watched this shit and mapped it and saw what happens as someone who actually has Supercell. Not someone speaking outside talking about concepts and this, that, and the other. I'm talking about I actually got to sit down and experience this shit for myself. Literally. So that's why I'm sitting here doing this. We have chakras, which are energy pools in the body. We have energy bodies, which are basically I don't even know how to word it. It's like, or it's kind of like the aura, but it's like, I don't know exactly how to word that. I just know it exists and I've been experiencing it. Now I think about it, I don't even know how to word that. The point is, nature is showing me a bunch of stuff that's actually very useful and very helpful to people that have Supercell. And this is why I have started the GoFundMe, because I'm like, bro, all I would need is quite literally to stay in like an apartment or a house, Airbnb, I don't care, where it is just me. It's just me and I have the utensils, tools, and income to both be able to go get groceries, cook all my own meals and foods. I'm having home cooked meals and take care of myself for 6 months uninterrupted. No one else's energy is coming in and getting in the way. That is literally all I'm looking at, bro. That's literally it. That is literally it. That is why I have started this GoFundMe, because this has been the answer to healing Supercell. It's the only answer. It's just the only thing I'm looking at is I don't know how many people are going to tap in spiritually to actually want to do this. I'm open to it because I haven't had no choice. Like, I love it, but I've had my own near-death experience. But through the understanding of connecting with the planet, through opening your meridians, being able to be aware of you absorbing and releasing energy, through chakras, through energy bodies, through all these different type of things, bro. Like, I really know what the fuck to do for that shit, bro. And all I'm looking at is it's just the money. It's just the money, bro. That's literally it. I'm looking for assistance, for support of just bills every day-to-day living. That's all I want to do for 6 months. Sit down and do this. I've been doing this since June. We are in November. That is 7 months? Somewhere around that number, 6, 7 months. Quite literally, I am way stronger than I have been, and I don't have the fear of supercell attacks anymore, because I can feel my body has healed a lot. But what I learned is I also have to complete my healing. The only time I felt anything remotely close to like a supercell attack is when I spent time around certain people and family, and it showed me, okay, you have to complete your healing. That's it. You just need the proper space and environment. And now I want to see, okay, after I spend this time focusing on just healing and this, that, and the other, after that 6 months, how am I going to feel? If I feel like this now, how am I going to feel then? How am I going to feel then? How does that allow me to go into the world and out of the world? And I don't think, like, I think people need to understand this. We're talking about destroying a disease that they claim is incurable and that you can't do anything about. You know how many lives that this can help? Right? Like, this is like what I'm looking at. And finding a way to relay that to, kids, like, have them be connected with the planet and this and that. Bro, the world is changing. This old medicine shit of, like, we're taking drugs to numb our nerves, bro. Like, no, it doesn't work. It's not a permanent solution to be operating that way. So I'm looking to do this because if I've proved this, then where can we take this to help everybody else, right? And to those who are open with it. But I don't want to sit here and do absolutely nothing when nature is just giving me the answers to this. I don't know how to go about this, like, perfectly and properly. But what I'm saying is, like, bro, I done came across some shit that's actually working. I had some bullshit today, so I don't know how strong it's gonna be, and I'm exhausted. But let's see. This is probably crazy because they probably got cameras on, but a part of me doesn't give a fuck. Ooh, yeah, I gotta work on my shit again. I'm tired, and this and the other. But I've shown several times on camera, like, it allows you to, like, push and pull yourself with energy, that just goes into a lot of shit. But dog, like, I'm so tired. It's insane. I'm tired because my spiritual growth has been so deep and so far, and I need my physical growth to align with it. My physical growth is not me sleeping in a fucking car. It's just not. It's not me sleeping in a fucking car, bro. It is quite literally having the tools to align with this so that I can keep moving forward. And it's not just that, bro. I also feel like I'm supposed to help people spiritually. But I'm just, my thing is I'm putting myself into the world. And I think I'm getting tired to the point where, like, all I can tell you is, like, I'm explaining it with words, but my body is quite literally hurting. And it's not sickle cell attack. It's because I'm sore as hell. Because I've been sleeping in the car and not eating. You ever not eat to the point your body starts hurting? Regular people, but I still don't feel like I'm afraid of having, like, sickle cell attacks. And I think sickle cell attacks are more complicated than we've been taught. They don't seem to be about, just, our cells are getting stuck. It seems to be more about that. To me, it more so seems about the nourishment of the body. It seems more to me about being malnourished. And then certain things get affected, like your tendons, or certain things get affected, like your nerves and your muscles and shit like that. And you're just seeing what we know as sickle cell is to be the response of weak, malnourished body systems. Like, that's literally it. But when you're able to go in nature and tap in with the energy and the chi and this and the other, it literally is like maximum level fuel for everything that is alive on the planet. Trees, animals, everything. Elements, dirt, water, air, fire, the sun, all of this shit is alive, and it gives off energies that we can absorb. Bro, it's ridiculous. And it's one of the greatest things that I've ever come across. And this is what nature showed me, and I'm seeing it as I'm supposed to keep relaying this, but I'm just looking for actual support. And it's like, bro, me getting a job does not resonate. It's not gonna work. How am I gonna, what job do you think is gonna pay me $20,000? You know how long that's gonna take to fucking save and do X, Y, Z? Do you think I can still stay connected to nature and do that? It's not gonna work. So I'm looking to people's support. Like, I don't understand. If I have a great idea, or a great discovery, like, why would I not go out to people to, like, support me? I gotta put myself into the world, because closed mouths don't get fed. Somebody out there somewhere gonna hear this and maybe understand or resonate with them and da-da-da-da-da. I just understand what's needed for it. I had this thing where I know what's needed, and it's like I have to go against everyone to prove that I'm right, and I don't like that shit, but I'm doing it anyway. I said to everybody, bro, I needed to be at the ocean. The ocean's calling me. Everyone's like, oh, you're crazy, da-da-da-da, you're bugging. Fucking, they was like, oh, sleep in your car. Nothing has happened to me in the 6-7 months that I've fucking been doing this. Absolutely nothing has happened. Nothing has happened. You know what also came from this? Superpowers and being able to heal supercell. To the point where I confidently was on the beach trying to do backflips. Do you understand how much physical activity I've stayed away from? Jogging, running, all type of shit my entire life because I've been so afraid that if I run, I'm gonna end up in the hospital. I was confidently on the beach doing backflips, trying to do backflips, and I was fine from all sickle cell, like attack, anything. The only thing is I felt sore. That was it. That's normal. That's amazing to me. This reminds me of a kid before sickle cell took over and I could run around, rip and run. I haven't been able to do that, but I haven't been able to live, my nigga. I'm trying to help myself. I'm trying to help these other kids. I'm trying to do all of this shit, bro. And I'm just getting to a point where it's like, if I don't come out and say that I need help, if I don't tell the universe or put myself in a position to where I can actually receive help, then it won't come. So I have to put myself out there so I can at least say, the universe be like, well, he's putting himself out there. Sometimes it's just simply about trying. Sometimes it's simply about shooting a shot or shooting a DM or just putting it out there so that you can be helped. Sometimes that's all it's about. So I'm doing that, and I'm just, every time something comes along, I'm just gonna go like with it. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm just gonna do it because then I can put it there. But I'm trying everything. I've worked on an album. I'm trying to do anything to bring like attention to this because a part of me is actually, I am starting to get tired. And my only option that I have known was to go back home because I'm not gonna last out here continuing to stay like this because no one would. You can't do that. You can't be outside with no tent, with no warmth, with no this and that. Like, bro, no. Be in the car, like, that's not healthy for anyone. On top of that, there's not enough oxygen in a car to be breathing anyway. But I'm doing all this, no sickle cell attacks. You understand that? You understand that? You understand I tried to do this before and I had sickle cell attacks, but then I was like, I committed. Like, I didn't commit then, but I committed here. And when nature called me, I fully committed, and now I've gotten strong enough to the point where I'm not having any attacks, bro. At max my body's, and this is without eating properly. This is without having the requirements needed. So imagine if I had the requirements needed, I could probably live a beyond normal life. I could probably go beyond that. So what does that mean for the other kids who are in pain and this, that, and the other? You see what I'm saying? Like, I'm trying anything, dog. I'm looking into support of X, Y, and Z. I gotta pee very, very much. So, there's something missing I'm supposed to talk about. Yeah, I think I need to rest. I think I just need to rest because I'm starting to get to a point where I can't tell, like, it's like I can tell what is what, but I can't, like, usually I'm able to stay on top of what I'm doing. Right now, I just feel like I'm supposed to do this, and I'm doing this by just flowing and just doing whatever. So, yeah, man. I'm just looking at the fact, you understand, like, the last 3 days, I mean, the most I had was, like, chicken nuggets, nigga, and I'm still out here good with it. All I'm trying to say is that I've been spiritually gifted, and when I say something's gonna work, or that this is what we need to do, it works. All I need is the support. I told everyone, bro, all I need to be is, I need to go to the ocean. Everyone said I was crazy. I fucking went, and now I have superpowers, all type of shit. Bro, it is amazing. The best parts, one of the best parts of me is I don't feel afraid of sickle cell no more. I don't. But there's things with that I have to learn. I haven't finished my healing, right? Because I was feeling amazing, and I went around certain people, and then it was like it started to block my energy, and then my arm got tight, and I was like, whoa, what is this? And the second I got away from them and I got back in nature, all that shit went away, and I was like, oh shit. So the only thing I could think of is I have to get my energy, aura, chakras, energy bodies strong enough and stable enough so that I can go back being around people and I won't be affected. So it's like completing a process. You break a bone, all right, you gotta put the bones back together, you gotta put this cast on and wrap everything nice so it has its time to be healed, unbothered, untouched. And after that specific amount of time, you take the cast off. Oh, the bone's good. Now you have to rehab this shit because it's gonna be weak. You see, that is a specific process. It has a timeline. It has certain things that are followed. That's what I'm looking at. So I'm doing everything, dog. I'm like trying to make music. I'm trying to record videos. I'm sleeping in nature. I'm literally not sleeping in nature, but I'm sleeping here and then going into nature during the day. Bro, I'm doing everything I possibly can. And I feel like so happy because like on one hand I'm like, bro, like this is it. I can feel this is it. You know what I'm saying? I can feel it. I can feel it, dog. I've never had that before where I was so confident that like, bro, I'm looking at the fact that I haven't even had the right requirements and I'm still healing. That's how strong it is. That's literally how strong it is. I probably got mad shit. I don't care. That's how strong it is. I haven't even had the right things and I'm still healing. Now I'm just at the point where I've grown so much spiritually that it's like, okay, it's now time to tell the universe, it's time to tell the earth, all right, bro, I need to be in the right congruent environment so I can continue this healing and do X, Y, Z. But I think I'm also supposed to help people spiritually because it's a lot of things that I'm aware of that people can benefit from. It's a lot. What is this? It's a lot of things, man, that I feel like people can actually benefit from that are, like, you know what I'm saying? I just understand how this realm works. So that's what I'm gonna start focusing on that and just continuing to push this message, continuing to push like my projects and ideas because I keep finding myself being right because I'm being guided by nature. I'm being shown certain things by nature. And I have to push past like that fear of like not standing on what's being shown to me. I have to stand on it regardless of whether I feel like I'm ready or not. Do it anyway. Do it anyway. Do it anyway. There's something else I feel like I have to do. Alright. Oh, I could do that while I'm sitting here. Cool. Okay, so we're gonna hit create, upload video. I'm actually doing it while I'm sitting here. Recents, thank God, because I was not feeling like looking for that shit. Label this as I think it's just simply that, like, I quite literally just have to put myself into the world now. It's the only thing I can really think of. I'm like getting tired. I don't know what the fuck else to do. The waves insist to not change directions, the weapons of spirit blessing. Oh my God. So just creating a world and inviting people to it. But I gotta figure out how to make the world kind of like today's world is like content creation. They're good at like making clips of things. I don't know how to do that. That just honestly doesn't resonate with me. But yeah. I think that's all it is, bro. I gotta start putting myself into the world and just trusting, like, the world, trusting the creator, trusting that everything has my back. And I'm gonna be protected, so there is no fear of making the right or wrong move. There is no fear. It's just, if anything, you'll be redirected. I be telling the ancestors, I'm like, alright, dog, I'm tired. I can't even see what's the fucking right or this and that. We just walking forward at this motherfucking point. I'm like, we just walking forward at this point. I don't know what the fuck going on, boy. I'm tired as hell. Yeah, I'm gonna upload all of these. And this one is the last one. Like, I really made that a thing, bro. Sometimes low-key having supercell makes you retarded. It's almost like the autism levels of spectrums that are really high Like, bro, you cannot see all of this shit. Like, I'm not always gonna know what exactly it is I'm supposed to be doing. So I created that thing in the universe saying, like, bro, if I can't see X, Y, and Z because I have supercell, which basically causes neurological disorders, which is where autism spectrums and all this and the other come from, why should I feel like I'm being held accountable to being perfect? No, I'm not about to sit here and try and be perfect for what? I'm gonna do what I feel is right. I'm gonna listen to nature, and I'm gonna, and I'm gonna just move off that. I'm gonna put myself out there, because here's the thing: I'm doing the right thing. You know what I'm saying? I'm doing what I feel is right. I wonder if I should add more like pictures. Part of me like, maybe you should add your hospital pictures to your fucking thing. I don't know. We'll see. I'm gonna keep pushing. And this is the last video that I put out. I was gonna come in here and draw, but I just don't find it. Like, at this point, like, I'd be sitting there drawing like for who knows how long, and I kind of don't feel like doing that. Supercell, no spirituality, something else. I don't know. What I do know is I'm putting myself into the motherfucking world. I just don't care anymore. I'm like genuinely fucking tired. Ugh. I gotta stand on the things that I'm doing. I have to put myself out here on all platforms. Yo, what if I'm having a real-time moment where I'm having an idea? I think, because I be making so many profiles, like I made Dragon's Rainbow, I made Produces Prisms, but I was like, what am I gonna do with my regular profile? What if I just use my regular profile to promote these other things? Or should I keep, just to use it to promote these other things, tag people, try and this, that, and the other. I think I might do that. I'm telling you, I'm about to just start tagging, like, whoever, like, I'm inviting people into my world of, like, I'm understanding supercell, or I'm doing this, that, and the other, I'm doing X, Y, Z. Oh, okay, I was like, what is going on? Was storm in my eyes, born invisible tears. Well, is that it, or do I need to add more? I think I'm supposed to start teaching. Like, who am I supposed to be teaching, bro? Literally. I don't think it's necessarily teaching in the sense of, like, absolutely teaching this and the other. I think it's more so in the sense of, like, I know exactly what direction to lead you in, but you have to sit there and do your own work. You need to sit there and study. Go study chakras. Go study energy bodies. Go study this. Go study that. And then come back to me when you're aware enough so that we can have conversations on it. That's more so like my teaching. This is the direction you need to go, and this is what you need to look at. This is, you know what I'm saying? That. My eyes. My neck. It was so funny because people kept saying to me, like, well, what if that doesn't work? What if it does work? What if it does? It's the same thing when everyone's saying, oh, don't go to the ocean, don't sleep in your car, that's crazy. And it worked. Like I said it was gonna work. My energy told me it was gonna work. My intuition told me it was gonna work. Now it's about elevating and upgrading and expanding and going to the next thing, going into the next step or level into improving this, so that I can actually master this process and bring it to other people in a very digestible form. Right? Like that's how I'm looking at shit. That's really how I'm looking at shit. So, now my next thing is I gotta finish that. Put that there. Did I finish mixing that? I did not. So leave that one. That one. Where's that? Okay. Alright. My mind is low-key like playing tricks on it right now, and I hate it. I know it's my energy and it's the places that need to heal. It's mind, body, soul. Understanding when you align these things, they all interact with each other. It's very wild. Your body can react to the things that go on in your mind, and your soul can guide all of these. Bro, it is very, very wild. Yeah, it's programming. All right, is that it? I want to end this. I think this is me actually, like, bro, like I'm tired and need support. I feel like I'm like the damn astronaut fucking flying off, but it's only because my body needs certain things, bro. Do you understand how hard it is to maintain weight when your body systems aren't functioning properly? Now you're not even eating every day, and you're sleeping in your car outside. Oh my God. And still somehow I'm sitting here strong enough to be able to sit here and talk. No single cell tax, no nothing, bitch. I don't care what nobody's talking about. You niggas don't know what it's like to feel free of this shit, nigga. You don't know, bro. I'm trying to bring this shit for all of us, nigga. Oh, but I am tired. I am tired, but I wouldn't be tired like this, bro. I just want to sit there. See, that's the thing. My parents have the house, and I actually have the upstairs myself, but that's not how energy works. I'm still in their energy field. It's not allowing me to heal myself. I need to be in my own space. It is so simple, bro. It's literally so simple. Tell you, whenever I test something or I have a feeling about something like this, I'm right. I'm always right, bro. It never fails. It's just about making it happen at this point. So I'm putting my full truth out there, bro. My goal, and just to throw the number, because the universe told me to use this number, it was just 20,000. 20,000. Because you're looking at rent for 6 months, groceries for 6 months, utility and transportation for 6 months. That's it. That's what you're looking at, right? And I could sit here and do the math, and this is me talking about manifesting it. Should I do the math, or should I do part of the math? Say you're looking at an apartment that's like, let's just throw the number 1,500. 1,500 times 6 is, I don't even know. It's like 9,000. Hold on. Let me do that math. 3 times 3, it's 9,000. That's 9,000 right there. Grocery. Should I be doing this math, or is this? Oh, this is the fear. This is the fear of it. That's 9,000. You have groceries. That's going to be around 400. 400 times 6. That's 2,400. We are now at 11,400. Utilities are not that expensive. I don't watch TV. All I need is internet. I don't know how much internet costs. Let's actually look up right now. How much is internet? How much is internet and utilities for apartment? We're gonna manifest this shit. I see now. You have to speak it into. The average monthly cost for internet and utilities in apartments is around $250 to $300. So what we were at 11,400. Let's just throw 300 because it's the higher number. 300 times 6 is probably like 1,800. That's my guess. 3, 6, 9, double that, 1,800. We are now at 13,000 something. What was it? 11,400, 1,800, 13,200. Yeah, 13,200. Right. So we've covered rent, we've covered utilities, and we've covered internet. rent, utilities, internet. I already have Instapot. I already have Instapot. I already have this and other. That's not expensive. So, right? So we're now at 13. Yeah, you're good. You're now at 13,200. Right? So any extra needs outside of that is not okay. Maybe like, mind you, I'm not the type of person. I don't want a bed. I want some like Japanese floor shit. I don't like beds. They're not good for your body. Japanese floor shit, not that expensive. I don't need anything but like a desk, cheap as hell. Go to Target, like $100. We're still under 14,000. Now here's the thing: I did sell my car so I could stay here longer because that is what the universe asked of me. So I would need a car. I literally would need a car. I don't need no fucking nothing. I want lease this bitch. I don't care about depreciating assets. Lease this motherfucker. So every type of car that I could get that's gonna be functional, I would preferably want something Japanese because they can't be trusted except for Nissans, right? Honda, I don't care what type of car, as long as I can get to my groceries and I can go be in nature. Gas. Yeah. So let's just round up 14,000, right? How much is gas per month? Right? Gas per month for residential, no, gas for your car. How much do people spend? About 200. I don't know if I've ever spent 200 in a month on gas. 200 times 6 is what? 1,200. We're still not at 20,000 yet. That's why I put 20,000. That will comfortably cover everything. Literally, that will comfortably cover everything, so I can sit here and actually do the task that is asked of me. I ain't gonna be sitting here doing nothing but focusing on myself. So you're looking at the lease and you're looking at insurance. I don't know how much that would be. How much is the lease and insurance on the car? Insurance on new car per month. Come on, AI. Okay. Damn. Average North Carolina car lease payments are around $602 a month, while monthly insurance are approximately $162. That's not bad. So they're estimating about $800. Lease payment being $600 is crazy. Maybe on a new ass car. Right. Yeah. See, this makes more. For that's still a lot of money. So regardless, we're at what 14,000. Let's just use these numbers just because, just to say just because. So say it's 14,000. 800 times 6 is what? 4,800. We're now at about 18,000 something. 18,600, round up to 19,000. 20,000, that covers everything. That literally covers everything. I've literally covered everything. I've covered insurance. I've covered the car. That's transportation. And I covered gas. I covered all of that. I also covered rent. I covered utilities. I covered groceries. Right. The only thing I'm looking at now that was last is taking care of the car, which is like, what, you get an oil changed. Oil changes are like around $70. 70 times 6 is what? $300 something dollars? No, $400 something dollars. Right? The point is, it still covers everything. It covers absolutely everything. You see why? This is why I said 20,000. That covers everything, bro. And you probably, I don't even think cars cost that much. $600-700 is crazy. I don't know anybody paying $600 for a car. But I only just to max the number, nigga. Just to max the number. You see what I'm saying? Just to max the number. That's why I put it there. That's why I put 20,000. That will allow me to have all needs covered across the board. So I'm throwing that into the universe on some like, you know what I'm doing is a good cause, bro. You notice. You smell me. You actually notice. So is that it? and it's standing on it. To receive the things you want, you have to express it to the universe. You literally have to express it to the universe. Literally put it out there. Put it out there and be like, all right, bro, let's get on it. Let's actually get on it. That's what I'm looking at. So, anything else, or is that it? I need to rest. And here's the other thing. I want to do this in warm months. Not like while it's cold and shit. I just don't think that's a good idea. It'd be more, we could max the value during warm months. That just makes the most sense to me, because supercell and the body reacts best to warm months. Now, after that, we have to conduct it and see what happens. I'm still gonna dress warm no matter what, right? So, yeah, I don't know what to do. What am I feeling? There's one last thing, and then that's it. Right. Actually, speak on it. There's like a program that makes me feel afraid to ask for the things I need, because in other people's minds, it's a lot. 20,000 to heal myself and then heal the rest of this community. That's not a lot of money, bro. In my opinion, it's not a lot of money. And it might be a lot of money for some people. I understand that, but if you had to give up $20,000 to cure cancer, would you do it? If you had to give up $20,000 for superpowers, would you do it? I'm not asking $20,000 from one person. Cool, somebody would come along that got it like that, sure. You know what I'm saying? But I'm just trying to get to the point of like, you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to get to the point of like, so I have everything covered. That's it. That's literally it. And you always have etc. So you don't know what extra that would be, but I think I should be fine. Like, I already have an Instapot. Pans and pots are not fucking expensive. You can get them from Target for $100. It's not expensive at all. It's not. I'm telling you, bro, I literally know the shit I need, because that's what I've been studying for these years. Figuring out what exactly. I already have coats. I already have jackets. What do I need new clothes for? I don't need none of that shit, bro. I don't need none of that shit. I already got sweatpants. I already got shorts. I don't need no clothes, bro. I don't need no shoes. I don't need no sneakers. I don't need none of that. The only thing I will say, I might change my shoes, because I need a flat shoe. These weird design support shoes, flat shoes, Vans are $40, bro. I can get that before fucking doing any of this shit. I can get that on my own, right? So that's what the fuck I'm looking at. Oh my god, my legs are killing me. That's what the fuck I'm looking at. And I'm putting it out into the universe, because closed mouths don't get fed, bro. They literally don't get fed. So I'm sitting here doing the absolute most and understanding of this thing. I'm throwing it out to the universe, bro. This is what I'm doing. Can't be afraid to do that. Understand the universe has an entirely different relationship with you. You have to go to the universe. You have to go to the earth. You're going to yourself. You're going to your higher self. You're going to your, you know what's crazy? We always say highest self. What about maybe low is like maybe a better word for that? You're deep enough self. I don't know. Because there's going up and down are not necessarily positive or negative. Going down is positive. That's how trees go up. They go down and get nutrients. So I'm just saying earth, heaven. Right? I'm going to both heaven and earth to make this work. These are bars, nigga. So, where's my phone? It's going off. So, is that everything? Yeah, man, just putting myself out here, standing on it, and doing whatever it is the fuck I feel is necessary and that I have to do. I'm not trying to hide nothing. That's why I'm putting it here and explaining to you every level of what this money will go towards. So I can continue this research so we can stop having to go to the fucking hospital. Now I'm just like, I'm about to go and either start tagging people, or I'm gonna just keep working on what I gotta work on, because nature already told me some other stuff I gotta work on. Bro, nature related a lot to me. My response is like, bro, set this up. What do I need to do from here? da 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 da. Is that it? Or right? And I started realizing like I also had to heal to even be open and available to even receive anything like this. I had to be open and heal. I had to heal, start healing my fucking backbone and my spine and the back of my aura and the back of my energy bodies and the back of my chakras and connecting with the planet and I had to do a lot. And I'm still like, okay, there's more to do, but I know what it is to do. That's the difference. I now know what it is that I need to do. Feel me? So I feel good, man, because bro, when you get instructions from nature, it just means you're gonna win and you're gonna be rewarded in some form or fashion, right? And it's not necessarily about rewards, but I like to look at it as I'm doing the right thing. Things are lining up and I'm doing the right thing, and as I get rewarded, I can then give away. You understand? I can give back kind of thing. And that's what I'm trying to figure out now. How do I actually give back? How do I tell people like, yeah, you need to clear out your energy, you need to heal this, that, and the other? Like, how do I do that? So, yeah, I think that was it. So that's how I'm going into, bro. Yeah, nigga, I got super side. What's up? I got super side. I don't even like saying that low key, just because I think it goes deeper than that. It's like a DNA strand of shit that we have never understood. But yeah, 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 yeah. All right. Super cell, I covered everything. All right. All right. Yeah, that's it.